Good afternoon, everyone, and we hope you are having a great afternoon so far. Our second of two semifinals are to come here on CWPA from Haribo Pool in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Scott Simmer-Weiss calling the action from the Collegiate Water Polo Association headquarters in Bridgeport, Pennsylvania, to accommodate the appropriate health and safety protocols. In our first semifinal game, Austin College handled host Carthage by a score of 17-2, in which, without a doubt, Austin led wire to wire. The second game, though, coming up, could be a closer one between 2-seed Wittenberg and 3-seed Grove City. The third meeting between the two squads this season. Wittenberg, coached by Sivan Pardon, in her third season at the helm for varsity. Right now 5-1 in the season. Grove City, meanwhile, is 3-5. You do not see the record in this graphic, but Grove City coming off of a 12-11 win at Penn State Burren on March 28th. Wittenberg defeated Grove City 23-17 at Grove City in Grove City, PA on March 27th. That was Wittenberg's last game. Wittenberg 2-0 against the Wolverines this season. 20-11 at Grove City on March 13th and 23-17 at Grove City on March 27th. Last time Grove City and Wittenberg met in the CWPA Division III Championship tournament was the 5th place game in 2019, in which Grove City nipped the Tigers 11-9. Grove City, led by Jocelyn Bernhardt in her second season as the head coach. A 2015 Grove City alumna. I believe she was Jocelyn Hinkle, if I'm not mistaken, when she played in a couple of minutes. We'll plan on doing the lineups. You see warming up, it's Grove City in white. Wittenberg, by the way, is on a 4-game win streak, has never won 5 games in a row, once won 4 consecutive games during the February 2020 schedule. Allowed 10 plus goals 3 times in that win streak. During this win streak has allowed 10 or more once. So Wittenberg has been able to hold on with opponents. Twice this season has the Tigers yielded 5 or fewer goals to the opposition. Both times involved the Tigers winning with 9 or fewer goals. 9-5 against Penn State Burren on March 20th and 9-4 against Carthage on March 26th. Grove City, meanwhile, can score a lot, averaging around 12-13 a game. There's a however. The Wolverines have given up 12 or more goals in 17 consecutive games. Wittenberg was the last team to score 9 or fewer on Grove City. That was back on April 14, 2019 at the CWPA D3 Championship 5th place game. So we'll see if Grove City can handle Wittenberg and hold the Tigers to under 9. Because if you can hold your opposition to single figures, you might be in good shape if you're Grove City. Momentarily we'll have the lineups announced. Meanwhile, on the NCAA scoreboard, got some good ones going on. Bucknell leading St. Francis in Emmitsburg, Maryland by a score of 11-8 in the 4th quarter. In the 3rd quarter, UC Davis, the number 10 team in the land, leading Fresno Pacific 13-1. San Diego State, a 12-5 advantage over California Baptist in the 2nd quarter. 3rd quarter, we got a good one in Los Angeles, California. Number 1 Southern Cal 7. Number 5 Arizona State 6 in the 3rd quarter. UC San Diego, Long Beach State 6-5. UCSD Tritons right now leading the Niners in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wittenberg Aquatic Center for today's game between Grove City and Wittenberg. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with a playing of our national anthem. Miller. Senior, Nalifair Scalise. Sophomore, Emily Shepson. Junior, Kyra Jocelyn Bernhardt. Now for Wittenberg, wearing the black caps. Sophomore, freshman Elizabeth Schexnader. Sophomore, Megan Lifeville. And they're coached by Sivan Carden.
Watch out for Grace McLaughlin, ladies and gentlemen. 31 goals in 3 weekends this season for Wittenberg. She has been named Rookie of the Week in CWPA 3 times this season, and once CWPA Division III Player of the Week. And we welcome you to this broadcast of the 2021 CWPA Women's Division III Championship Tournament, hosted by Carthage College. This championship broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Cap 7 and Collegiate Water Polo Association.
We request your collaboration by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The use of profanity, racial, sexist, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, spectators, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are banned, non-civil removal from the site of competition. Thank you for your collaboration.
For those of you wondering who I am, I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss. Saturday, April 17, 2021. In the Dark Caps, 2-seed Wittenberg taking on 3-seed Grove City. Winner of this game would take on Austin College for first place tomorrow, April 18th at around 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. The loser would take on 4-seed Carthage College for third tomorrow. There's one of the officials, Nick Cargola. The head officials, Andy Madsen. Victor Rorau is the table official, and we are underway. Grove City in white heading left to right. Grove City has not been to the title game since 2013. It had won it all in 2010, 11, and 12, and that's a solid start for the Wolverines. 1-0 Grove City. And look at this from the outside. The catalyst for this Grove City squad include Reese Trugger, number 12, Elaine Miller, Tia Cannell. And there will be a ball under foul called on Wittenberg. The Tigers of Springfield, Ohio, Wittenberg, coming off a 23-17 win at Grove City on March 27th, while the Wolverines' last game was March 28th, 27-9 loss against Austin College at Penn State Behrend, and then went on to win 12-11 against Penn State Behrend. So went 1-1 that day. 27-9 loss to Austin, 12-11 win over PSUB. 2 meter to be taken by Grove City, coached by Jocelyn Bernhardt, formerly Jocelyn Hinkle, a Grove City alumna. She's in her second season. Sivan Pardon is in her third season, and a nice lob and a finish. It's 2-0 GCC. And Grove City right now on an early tear. And we're sorry if we do not have all the names and scorers at this time. We do know that Grove City is in the lead 2-0. Last time these two teams met in the D3 Championship tournament was the 5th place game of 2019. Also the last time Grove City yielded 9 or fewer goals in a game. It was 11-9 Grove City win over the Tigers. That was April 14th for 2019. Wittenberg will be on the attack. Possession will belong to the Tigers. Wittenberg is 5-1 on a 4-game win streak, tied for its longest in program history, including 2-0 this season against the Wolverines, 20-11 and 23-17. Backhanded, and that's a flush. Wittenberg on the board. And that's a goal for number 3, Savannah Cross. The sophomore in Cincinnati goes flush by the splash. And cuts the lead in half, 2-1. Now in favor of Grove City College. Grove City on the attack, heading left to right in white. Ordinary foul called. Taking it from the point. Oh, what a flush off the hand from over 6 meters. It's 3-1 in favor of Grove City. Boy, look at this. Whoosh. Right to the back of the net. And it's now 3-1. Blocked to the field by Grove City. Tia Cannell. Or is that Elaine Miller with it? Miller usually wearing 1A. New possession now for Wittenberg. These teams not accustomed to having a lot of fans at games this season. This tournament has a limited amount of spectators, So that could change the complexion of each team's mindset. Set for the right flat, will fire right at the hands of the keeper. About 5 or so minutes to go here in the first quarter. Grove City leads it 3-1. Savannah Cross, the lone goal so far for Wittenberg, which started out as a club team in 2018. From long distance! And that one looked like it was heading to Grove City, PA, out of play. Goal throw here for the Tigers. We're at Haribo Pool in Kenosha, Wisconsin, home of the Carthage College Firebirds. From long range, and that is stopped there for Grove City. Now the Wolverines looking to forge ahead even further. Good stop there for Wittenberg as we are halfway through the first period of play, plus we have 4 8-minute quarters of regulation. And if this is going to be like the previous 2 matchups, expect a lot of scoring. Set up for the hole, will back up to the right flat instead. Wittenberg on the attack. Wittenberg 5-1, Grove City 3-5. Offensive foul. And possession will go back to the Wolverines. Grove City all time at the CWPA Division III Championship tournament is 20-10. Wittenberg is 2-2. Broken up, Grove City spins again. That's Alifair Scalise, one of 2 seniors on this team. By the way, Wittenberg does not have any seniors on the roster. There are only 3 total seniors according to the rosters in this tournament, and there are 4 teams: Austin College, Wittenberg, Grove City, and Carthage. Setting up inside the 6, but gobbled up by Grove City. Grove City won each of the first 3 tournament titles in this championship field. 2010, 11, and 12. In 2013, lost to Connecticut College, but hasn't been to the title game since. Grove City is the only team out of the 4 currently in this field to have won a CWPA Division III Championship title. That long-range shot is over the prize. Time to regroup for Grove City. Grove City has led wire to wire in this one so far. Scored the first 2, gave one up to Wittenberg, but got one back. Out of the outstretched arm of the keeper, and Grove City is not finished quite yet. Look at that. Had the post to thank, so thank you, goal posts. And right now, Wolverines are up 4-1 with 2:13 to go in the opening period of play in our second of 2 semifinals. Our first CWPA Division III Championship tournament day since April 2019, as last season we did not have a tournament due to the coronavirus pandemic. Right now, Grove City off to a nice start, but it's not about the first quarter, it's about all 4 quarters of the game. Out in front, the keeper, is it going to be kept out of the plane? Nope. I think Sivan Pardon wants to call timeout, as her Wittenberg team is a bit shell-shocked right now. 5-1 is the score in favor of Grove City. Not the start Wittenberg had in mind with 1:42 to go. in the opening period of play. Make sure to check us out on the CWPA YouTube channel, because we have CWPA Remote Professional Edition on the CWPA YouTube channel, with Olympian George Gross Jr. interviewing water polo alumni from a variety of schools and professions. We take a look at how water polo helped them in college and beyond. New episodes come out every week on Thursday, so be sure to like and subscribe. It is 5-1 in favor of Grove City over in Wittenberg with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Hi, I'm Brad Schumacher, co-founder of Cap 7 International. Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world. It's used by the top athletes. When you have a Cap 7 ball in the pool, you can just feel the quality, you can feel the grip. It makes you just want to pick that ball up, squeeze it, and start faking like crazy. Cap 7, the best ball in the world.
On the CWPA scoreboard in Women's Division I varsity action, Bucknell defeated St. Francis 14-9. So that means next weekend, April 24th, 2021, if the circumstances permit, the 4-team Division I Championship Tournament in Ann Arbor feature will be number 1 seed University of Michigan, number 2 seed Bucknell, number 3 seed St. Francis, and number 4 Mount St. Mary's. If St. Francis defeats Mount St. Mary's. Otherwise, there could be a jumble with the 3 and 4 seeds, but the top 2 seeds are set. And like this tournament, it will be $10 a game or $25 for a tournament pass to watch on CWPATV.com. So Sivan Pardon had to call timeout. Wittenberg giving up each of the last 3 goals. Tigers on a 4-game win streak, hasn't played since March 27th. And right now looking a bit rusty. Grace McLaughlin has been silenced so far. In each of the 3 weeks she has been named Rookie of the Week, she has had at least 8 goals for those weeks. 8 goals, 13 goals, 10 goals, respectively, for those weeks that she was Rookie of the Week. Now on the near side, 8 on the shot clock. Ordinary foul. Hold on, Emma Menjivar. Well, that one was heading to Timbuktu. The way it was going. Possession will be back to Wittenberg. Tigers of Springfield, Ohio, down by 4. Inside 6-meter area, set up close to the hole. And we'll have our first power play opportunity of the contest. Now, Grove City will be down a player for 20 seconds. Set up to the left side. Inside, bats it home! That's definitely how you get it done on the player advantage. And it's 5-2. That was Menjivar, the assist from McLaughlin. "I'll take this to go," said Emma Menjivar. And with about a minute or so left in the first, it's 5-2 now in favor of 3 seed Grove City in white. And Wittenberg may have just needed to settle down and get a timeout, because there's a confiscation. Inside, McLaughlin, that's her first of the game, and she skips it to the house. 32 goals on the season for the freshman from Hatfield, Pennsylvania. And look at this. He's saying, "I don't want to be down for much longer. Take this." That's how you definitely get rid of your frustrations. Grace McLaughlin. And that goal was confirmed. It's now 5-3. So 2-goal difference. As the shot clock's unplugged. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. A shaky start for Wittenberg, but goals by Menjivar and McLaughlin out of the Sivan Pardon timeout made this a 2-goal game. It's number 3 seed Grove City in the white 5, and number 2 seed Wittenberg in the dark 3. There you see Sivan Pardon crouching down talking to our troops. Make sure to stay up to date on league news, schedules, and new initiatives as we continue to grow the sport of water polo by visiting our website at www.collegiatewaterpolo.org. And if you visit our website, as Grove City's up by 2 in the white, you'll also find out our tentative men's club fall 2021 conference club schedule. Back on Monday, April 19th, 2021, which is 2 days from now, circumstances permitting, we plan on having our first of hopefully many fall 2021 men's club conference calls, and hopefully we can have a men's club season for the first time since fall of 2019. Boy, do we miss club water polo. We're glad we're having varsity right now, but having game after game after game, having 4, 5, 6 to 10 game days, those were fun days, and we're looking forward to hopefully having more. So the score is Grove City in the Whitecaps 5 and Wittenberg in the dark 3 here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And Wittenberg 5-1, Grove City 3-5. Some other interesting stats. Wittenberg last allowed 10 or more goals in consecutive games back during the final 8 scheduled games of 2020 and the first game of 2021. Actually, first 2 games of 2021. Wittenberg coming off a 23-17 win at Grove City on March 27th. So it seems like it's been a while since Wittenberg has double figures in consecutive games. And it was the last 8 games of last season and the first 2 of this season. Grove City College, has allowed double figures. In many games in a row. 17 consecutive games. Each of Grove City's previous 18 wins have involved scoring 10 or more goals. So if you want to win, you gotta score double figures if you're Jocelyn Bernhardt's squad. Second quarter sprint, it's Grove City in white heading left to right. That was won by Alifair Scalise. So Grove City got out to a 5-1 lead at one point, but allowed Wittenberg to come back. Offensive foul gives it back to the Tigers. Anyway, Wittenberg has not scored 20 goals in consecutive games in its brief program history. First season in the CWPA D3 varsity circuit a couple years ago. Back to the Wolverines in white, it goes up a pair. Grove City trying to be like the Wolverines of Own back when it dominated this conference from 2010 to 12. Jocelyn Bernhardt was on that last Grove City team when she was Jocelyn Hinkle in 2012 as a freshman. Bernhardt still topping all times on the Grove City list with 128 assists. Second with 237 goals. Third with 273 steals. Great defensive sequence for Stevan Pardon's squad. Now from long range, but the post was there. For Grove City. Grove City in its last CWPA D3 tournament lost its opening round game. This has more meaning though. You only get 2 games this tournament due to the 4-team format since Penn State were unable to participate this weekend. You win your first game, you're in the final. You lose the game, you're playing for third place. Trying to get a sidearm, breaking up a defender. It looks like a 5-meter free throw for Emma Menjivar right now for Wittenberg, and this is going to be critical. You make this, it's a 1-goal game. Menjivar knows what it takes. It's a 1-goal game. Take a look at this. Menjivar, look at the concentration. You don't see her face. And then the goalkeeper could not guess. And it's 5-4, and all of a sudden it's a 3-0 Wittenberg run. Timeout Jocelyn Bernhardt. She's crouching on her knees. Players will also take sips of water to stay hydrated. The CWPA YouTube channel is your #1 video source for everything water polo. Check out Tip of the Week series, inside water movements, highlights, game of the week, and more. Visit youtube.com and search CWPA Water Polo. And you see Sivan Pardon crouching on her knees. I believe Nick Cargoga is the official standing, patting his head. So 3 in the first, 1 in the second for Wittenberg. 5 in the first, 0 in the second for Grove City. The Wolverines of Grove City have yet to trail in this one. On the CWPA NCAA scoreboard, Fresno State, a 6-0 lead over Santa Clara in Golden Coast Conference action. In MPSF action, number 2 Stanford leads host number 4 Cal Berkeley 4-2. And also in MPSF action, number 13 Indiana has a 3-2 lead over number 16 San Jose State. Indiana played CWPA Division I participant Michigan 4 times, all of them victories by the Wolverines. And we hope to see University of Michigan in action next weekend, April 24th, for the CWPA Division I Championship Tournament in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Back here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Looks like Savannah Cross got the pick, and she does. Looking for room. Getting stifled. Open water here. Wittenberg looking for the tie. Spinning around. You bet! Wittenberg on a 4-0 run. Forget what happened in the first quarter. It's Kaylee Cordova going spinaroo. And it's the first tie of the contest. A 4-0 Wittenberg run. This is the Wittenberg team we've been accustomed to seeing this season. And now Caroline Coleman, a junior from Oviedo, Florida. Nice stop. And Wittenberg with a chance to go up for the first time halfway through this quarter. 3 in the first, 2 in the second now for Wittenberg. 5 in the first, 0 in the second for Grove City. Setting up inside, but broken up by the Wolverines. And now It will result in a not a 5 meter exclusion. So it'll be the first power play opportunity for Grove City. So we have to mention, if you are given 3 exclusion fouls during the game, you are out. And Grove City able to respond. How about Reese Schrager? And look at Schrager's knock. Wow. Look at the concentration, the penetration, and able to beat Coleman to the net. And Grove City back out in front. Wittenberg has not led it all in this one, but I'm sure Jocelyn Bernhardt saying, "All right, guys, we got it back. Now focus." Wittenberg now close to half distance at the point. And Wittenberg will get a fresh 35 and a 6-on-5, 20-second player advantage. Trying to go for the corner lob. But the keeper, or actually the goalpost, had other things in mind. A couple minutes left in the first half. 6-5 Grove City in a tight one. Now to the right flat position. And it looked like a ball under foul was issued. And Grove City will cough it up. Wittenberg on a 4-game win streak. Austin College, though, I believe has won 7 straight Division III conference games. Or 7 straight games against Division III opponents. That is the longest active streak for the time being. Wittenberg is now on the 6-on-5 with a chance to tie it again. Set up in for the hole, but gobbled up by the Wolverines, trying to get the ball under. And will. So the possession's back to Wittenberg. 6-on-6. Whistle score. Wittenberg going right to left in dark. And that was over the target. Goal throw now for Grove City. So the winner of this game will take on Austin College in tomorrow's first place game at around 1 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, April 18th, if the circumstances permit. Possession remaining with Grove City. Sophie Oliver had 5 goals in Austin College, a 17-2 winner earlier today over Carthage. Madison Taylor had 3, Lexi Long 2, Chloe McGrath 2, Brooke Lee 2, Molly Corso, Maddie Jacks, Kendall Katusek also had goals. Izzy Berteau and Ariana Dakarutz had the goal. Inside, fires, bang, bang! Knotted up at 6 apiece. And it's Menjivar with her third. Emma gets the Emma on the sideline. And with that, Jocelyn Bernhardt wants to call for time again. It's Grove City in white 6, Wittenberg in dark 6. With about 3 minutes to go in the first half. And we'll also take a bit of a breather with a short tip of the week.
Hi, I'm Jack Bowen, and here's this week's goalie tip of the week. Today we're going to take a look at attacking a front court offense when you have a right-handed player at the left-handed wing. And one of the things that we want to think about as goalies is always honoring the shooter, but also thinking a half a step ahead of them. So when you have a right-handed player at a bad angle down on this side of the pool, instead of honoring them at the perfect geometric angle here, we can cheat back and still honor the shooter. Because if I'm here and he makes a pass across the field of play, I'm hung out to dry. And so instead, I'm going to cheat off of him a little bit geometrically to here. Now you can see my body's still honoring him. I'm not here or on my back. My shoulders are squared to the shooter. And if I'm in a game situation now and he makes the pass here, I'm set on the shooter. Whereas if he shoots, my body is still balanced to make the save.
For more goalie tips, check out Collegiate Water Polo Association's video library.
So Jocelyn Bernhardt's timeout has just expired. It's 3 seed Grove City in white 6. 2 seed Wittenberg in dark also 6. It's a 5-1 scoring run for Wittenberg, which trailed 5-1 at one point in the first quarter. Wittenberg still looking to take a lead. Now in NCAA news, National Collegiate Athletic Association Division I announced it will return to recruiting activities June 1st if the circumstances permit. The NCAA Division I Council approved a return to recruiting activities during its video conference this week. Schools in different areas of the country could be limited based on campus, local, and state requirements. So that is exciting news, circumstances permitting, that we can do that. Because a lot of coaches miss in-person recruiting. Set up to the point for Grove City. Gobbled up by the Tigers. Roaring from behind. Coleman now will look to outlet. Head to the near side. Cross. But had it broken up. Loose ball. Still no whistle. Ball under, foul called against Grove City. Wittenberg gets it back, trying to get its first advantage. Wittenberg going right to left and dark. Take it, and you can give Wittenberg the lead for the first time. Menjivar with her fourth. Look at Menjivar. Wow. Looked like she was a wind turbine there. And the goalkeeper had no idea where it was going. Just looked at it. First lead for Wittenberg. But how much longer can Grove City wait? About 2 minutes left in the first half. 7-6 Wittenberg. Now the Wolverines have that off the post. Fresh 35. Will be retained by Grove City. Svan Pardone is standing on the right sideline. Blocked out of play by Coleman. Should be a 2-meter for Grove City at the 1. Wittenberg does not have a long bench. Got a couple players on it. Grove City doesn't have a long bench either. Austin College practically has numbers 2 through 22 on its roster, with the exception of, I believe, 15. A lob shot, a little ride. Right, goal throw for Wittenberg. Minute and change left here in the first. Wittenberg with 3 in the first, 4 in the second, has the 1-goal lead over 3 seed Grove City, coached by Jocelyn Bernhardt. Grove City went 3-4 last season. Actually, scratched that 1-8 last season, 3-5 this season. So a much better campaign. Second straight season this season is short, but this time it appears these ladies can finish what had been started, unlike last year. There will also be a 6-on-5 opportunity. Wittenberg's got it out in front and scores to the back of the net. 2-goal lead now for Wittenberg. That's the second for McLaughlin. Take a look at Grace McLaughlin way out in front. And look, she jumped up a little too. And boy, Wittenberg really on fire right now. It's a 7-1 scoring run dating back to the first quarter, trailed by as many as 5-1 in the first quarter. Siobhan Pardon called a timeout when the score is 5-1. Whatever she said is clicking. 3 in the first, 5 in the second for Wittenberg. 5 in the first, 1 in the second for Grove City. And the Tigers just keep on roaring. Grove City looked like this game was going to be a runaway in the first quarter. Lob shot, banked on home, and it's another McLaughlin score. That's her third of the game. 8-1 scoring run. Look at that. Looked like it was a basketball pass. In a 20-11 win over Grove City on March 13th, McLaughlin had 6 goals. So she is accustomed to scoring often against the Wolverines. Be a 6-on-5 right now for Grove City. But that will do it for the first half of play. And boy, Wittenberg really tore it on toward the end of the first quarter and this second quarter. Trailed 5-1 at one point in the first quarter. A 8-1 scoring one makes it now 2-seed Wittenberg in the dark 9. 3-seed Grove City in the white 6. That's 4 for Menjivar, 3 for McLaughlin, 1 apiece for Cross and Cordova to lead Wittenberg. Let's send it over for a Cap 7 tip of the week.
Hi, my name is Kelly Mann, and I played for Stanford and currently for the New York Athletic Club. Let's ramp up the degree of difficulty on our off-the-water shots by adding a defender. So let's talk about which of our 3 shots we would do based on where the defender is on your body. So if the defender's on your weak side, so for me I'm right-handed, that would be defender on my back but more on my left side, I would typically do the first shot we worked on, which is our basic underwater pickup, be able to maneuver the ball, and I typically would do a double leg kick away from the defender and then follow through on my shot. If the defender is on my opposite side, so I'm right-handed and they're on my strong side, so they're on the side with my arm, I wouldn't want to do that shot because they could get a hold of my elbow and hit it down and my shot would end up going up. So that's one of the ones where I would probably do more of a tee shot or a quick screw shot. Really fast, stays in front of me, and the defender really can't mess with it too much. If they do try to, it would typically be called a penalty, so you'll get a shot out of it anyway. And the last one, if the defender is directly on your back, that might be an opportunity too for you to take advantage of that and almost stroke even more, maybe a little bit longer, because the referee, if the defender's directly on your back like a backpack, is bound to call some sort of kick out. So to make sure to let go of the ball for a second, take a couple more strokes. If they're still not calling anything, then getting a quick shot off, whether it's a quick tee shot or just popping it up and pushing it off of the water. That's what I would do when a defender's directly on my back. Let's always remember, keep your hips up, elbows high, use that wrist, and get it off quick before your defender comes down on you.
Back here in our second of two semifinals of the 2021 Women's CWPA Division III Championship Tournament at Carthage College. It's Wittenberg, the 2 seed in dark 9, Grove City, the 3 seed in white 6. And if you look at this, you think, Wittenberg's doing okay. Well, it's not simple, it's complicated. Because Grove City, out of the chute, led 5-1. Sivan Pardone called timeout. And ever since then, Wittenberg has taken a 3-goal lead on a 7-1 scoring run. Also, we would like to remind you that we have a podcast called Polo Cast. You can get it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to check out Polo Cast, available on your podcast sources. So Wittenberg is 5-1, Grove City is 3-5. 2 of those wins for Wittenberg had come against the Wolverines. And after this game, the next game in this tournament would be tomorrow, April 18th, 2021, if the circumstances permit. As 4 seed and host Carthage College will await the loser of this game in our 3rd place game. The winner of this game, however, has a date with Austin College for top honors at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central tomorrow, April 18th, if the circumstances permit. And we plan on having that for you on CWPATV.com, if circumstances permitting. Nick Cargola is ready to drop the ball for the 3rd quarter sprint. Well, momentarily. Wittenberg in dark, heading right to left. Grove City in white, left to right. Grove City gets the possession. Ball will be thrown out of play. Looks like there might be a 6-on-5 opportunity to continue from the 2nd quarter. So looks like a 30-second timeout had been used by Jocelyn Bernhardt. And it is a 6-on-5. At the 15-second to go mark, it will be even strength. How about Caroline Coleman? Nice stop, puffing out her chest. And now Wittenberg has a chance to make Grove City pay for using its lone 30-second timeout. Now to the right side, inside 6 meters on the GCCN. And I don't believe that's going to count. That was after the whistle. Offensive foul on the Wolverines. Tigers have it back, up by 3. And now Wittenberg on the attack. In case you're wondering, wait, weren't these teams swimming on these sides in the first half? Well, this season, you can be on the same bench and swim in the same way the whole season. Due to health and safety protocols. The whole game, that is. Ordinary foul? Nope, offensive foul. Someone was guilty of something. And it'll be possession back to Grove City. Grove City, 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 0 in the third. Wittenberg, 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 0 in the third. Now we'll set up inside. Oh, that was put right into the ham of another player, actually of the opposition. It was, thank you very much. I'll take your mistake for you. Thank you. So about 6 or so minutes here to go in the third. Still anyone's game. And the ball under foul will turn it over back to Grove City. Anyway, the last CWPA D3 Player of the Week honor for Grove City have been Rookie of the Week for Elena Miller on March 11, 2019, back when she was playing specifically in the field. That weekend, Grove City went 4-0. Miller had 13 goals, 7 assists, 6 drawn exclusions, and 4 steals. Another offensive foul called on Grove City, so Wittenberg back on the attack. Wittenberg of Springfield, Ohio, Grove City of Grove City, Pennsylvania. Now the head to 5 meters, right to the keeper for Grove City. And every possession now offensively is critical for the Wolverines. For a team that has given up 10 or more goals in 17 straight games, the next Wittenberg goal would scratch that to 18. And usually that is a recipe for disaster. Backing up. Oh, good stop by the keeper. And you had to stop that. That was heading right to the corner. And that will result in the 2-meter from the 1 for Wittenberg University. You're watching CWPA Division III Women's Championship Tournament action on CWPATV.com. Thanks to Cap 7 and the Collegiate Water Polo Association. Scott Samuel DeVoice here on the call. We are in Kenosha, Wisconsin at Carthage College at Haribo Pool. Yes, that Haribo. As last week, Haribo and Carthage announced a partnership. Now 6-on-5 opportunity for Wittenberg. Now perimeter dry passing. Another now wet pass, that is. McLaughlin can't buy her 4th score. So Emma Menjivar has 4, McLaughlin has 3. And Cross and Cordova have tallies for Wittenberg. But Grove City right now in a bit of a pickle. Gets another ball under foul. Turns it back to Wittenberg. Ever since the score was 5-1, once Devon Pardone called that timeout, once the goals kept coming, you knew she changed her team. Wittenberg will spin. Grace McLaughlin will get it back. It's a 6-on-5 opportunity. Or is it not? Well, it was short-lived. There's been no goals this 3rd quarter so far. And 3 in the first, 6 in the second for Wittenberg, 5 in the first, 1 in the second for Grove City, and we're close to halfway done this 3rd. Grove City will needs a score. Egg beater motion. Another ordinary foul. We'll take it close to the point. Now back to the right corner. Oh, what a jump and a stop for Caroline Coleman. The junior from Oviedo, Florida, will have her outlet now, heading right to left in dark. Oh, look at Grove City wanting to get that stop and forces the issue. And give Grove City credit. Has the defensive stops. Now you just need the goals. An ordinary foul call. That's on McLaughlin, I believe. With the 3 goals in this game, Grace McLaughlin now has 34 and counting on her young career. She's a freshman from Hatfield, Pennsylvania, which is, I think, where Connects may be manufactured. We are in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which had once been home to a National Football League team close to 100 years ago. Oh, the lob and the finish. Wittenberg makes it 10-6. Take a look at Kirsten Heverly with her first score. Oh, wow, the outstretched arm. And a breather will be taken. And Yvonne Pardone will give instruction to one of her players. Even though there was a score, it's always nice for the coach to be on the same page as the player. This is now the 18th consecutive game Grove City has yielded double figures. For Wittenberg, this is the... I'm trying to look here. 4th time this season with double figures, and 1st time this year back-to-back 10 or more goal scoring games. Wittenberg with its largest lead at 4, once trailed by as many as 4 in the first quarter. It'll be an offensive foul. We'll go back to Grove City. Less than a few minutes to go in the third. Hasn't scored since Riestroger did in the second. Pivotal power play for the Wolverines. Taking a dry pass. Back it up to the point. 23 in the shot clock, so 7 seconds left on the power play. Possession will remain with Grove City. Now from the right flat. And it gets past Coleman. And that's a huge goal. Huge goal. That ends the run for Wittenberg. 10-7 now. Take a look at this. And that looked like a goal for... a good goal from distance. Couldn't tell exactly who scored it. Sorry about that. But do know that Grove City cut into the deficit. Not for long. A sizzler. And number 11, Shelby Carroll. And it's now 11-7. Look at Carroll. Looks like a fastball. And it's now back to a 4-goal lead. 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 2 in the third for Wittenberg, 5-1, and 1 for Grove City. Oh, that long lob wasn't enough to get past Caroline Coleman. And who wants to take on Austin College for first place tomorrow? Well, it's still anyone's game at this point. 4 goals is not safe entering the fourth quarter. Because we'll say a goal each quarter could be the difference between winning and losing. Wittenberg has led by as many as 4. Grove City has also led by as many as 4. That long shot heave off the mark. And the shot clock's unplugged. We're under 35 left in the third. Boy, this is going to be an exciting finish, isn't it? Our first game of the day, 17-2 win Austin College over 4C Carthage, was out of question early on, it appeared. This one, still a lot of questions to be answered. Wittenberg comes up with a steal. Open water opportunity for Riley Kettleson. And the kettle is burning. Kettleson, her first. It's 12-7 Wittenberg. We're going to look at this one momentarily, folks. Look at this. She had her eye on the right, on the left, and went left. Kettleson from New Lenox, Illinois. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the third quarter in Wittenberg, which led 9-6 at halftime, has extended it further. With 3 more goals, it is now 12 for 2-seed Wittenberg, 7 for 3-seed Grove City. Can Wittenberg hold on and make its first ever appearance in a title game?
I am Wolf Weigo, co-founder of Cap 7. I'm going to talk about the Cap 7 skip ball. It's a great little ball for kids to play with for a number of reasons. It's soft, bounces really well, just a lot of fun. Everyone I've ever given one of these to, random people, not even water polo people, they say it's the best ball. Their kid loves it more than any ball. Get yours at cap7.com today and enjoy your skipping.
You're watching the CWPA broadcast brought to you by Cap 7.
Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo with Cap 7. There's one more quarter to go in this game. Fourth quarter coming up now.
The Alumni Initiative is the important program we have established in the CWPA. We're asking graduating seniors to get involved after their collegiate careers are over by becoming a referee, mentor, coach, or financial supporter. By engaging our alumni after graduation, we can add programs, make playing more fun, and reduce those participation costs. Call CWPA at 610-277-6787 or send an email to office@collegiatewaterpolo.org if you or someone you know is interested. Wittenberg, the 2 seed in dark, 12. Grove City, the 3 seed in white, 7. Scott Samuel David Weiss here on CWPA-TV.com. Our Director of Multimedia, Justin Seipert. Commissioner is Dan Sheridan. Membership Coordinator, Ian Thompson. Dan Sheridan is, of course, our Commissioner Ed Haas is our Director of Communications. Hello there, everyone. Glad to see you. It's been a while since we've had spectators in water polo. It's always nice to fill up the stands, even if you can't fill it to full capacity. But nice facility here in Kenosha at Haribo Pool. Just a week ago, there was the ribbon cutting to announce the partnership with Haribo, those gummy bears. And boy, talking about chewing on gummy bears, Wittenberg was able to chew off a 4-goal deficit that was 5-1 in the first quarter, and then go on a 7-1 run at one point. And this game is still not out of reach. 5 goals might not even be enough. But if Wittenberg were to win this game, we will have a first-time champion for Division III, since our 3-time defending champion, McAllister, could not participate in the Division III Championship tournament this season, can only play a partial schedule of 4 games, all wins against Carthage. There's our head official, Andy Matson, getting ready to throw the ball in. Unlike most pools, you have to throw it over the rope due to the configurations. Grove City in white, heading left to right. Now, you need the Wolverines. Your Wolverines, you need to get on the board. Stopped by Coleman. Well, that's a good start. You will retain possession. But for Grove City, you really need to get goals. You can't just get stops and expect a winning outcome. Set up inside, and Coleman able to get her hands on it. And now Wittenberg on the attack. So the last game Wittenberg played on March 27th was a 23-17 win over Grove City. This is a much different game this time. The first 2 times Wittenberg had 20, Grove City had over 10. From long range, stop at the post by Caroline Coleman. And Coleman now will look to outlet. About 6 minutes and change left in regulation. Siobhan Pardon can sense a victory, but there's still plenty of work to be done on both ends. That's a possession Pardon would like back for her team, for sure, because now every stop by Grove City can result in an offensive goal. Jocelyn Bernhardt, should the team not come back and win, is probably going to say, wow, what happened? We did so well in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden, after a 5-3 lead, entering the second, how did it completely fall apart? Offensive foul called on the Tigers, so Grove City will regain the possession. Actually, Wittenberg will regain the possession. McLaughlin. And that was lost by the Tigers. And here comes Grove City, which has not won a D3 title since 2012, has not been to a D3 title game since 2013, Bernhardt's sophomore year at Grove City. It was 6-3 Connecticut College over Grove City. Savannah Cross shifts that one to the right. It will be possession for GCC. It will go the other way. Timeout for Sivan Pardone. 12-4 is the score right now. 12-7, pardon, here in the fourth quarter. We'll reset 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 in the third, 0 in the fourth. For Wittenberg, the 2 seed in Dart. And for Grove City, 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 0 in the fourth. Team in the Whitecaps. And that's going to be a quickie. There's Sivan Pardone. As the clock will be reset. In the third quarter on MPSF action, number 13 Indiana has an 8-5 lead over number 16 and host San Jose State. Fourth quarter, number 2 ranked Stanford leads host number 4 ranked Cal Berkeley 12-6. Fresno State with a 17-3 advantage over host Santa Clara in Golden Coast Conference action. Boy, we are a couple of weeks away, perhaps, from the NCAA Women's Water Polo Tournament in Los Angeles, California. And if you ask me which team has a shot, I would tell you it could be a couple teams from California. It could be the University of Michigan Ann Arbor. A very solid team. 12 straight wins. Has had quite a few wins over ranked opponents, including top 10 team Arizona State at one point this season. How to play? Full throw for the Wolverines of Grove City. Set up ahead for the Wolverines. About 4 or so minutes left in this contest. The winner takes on Austin College for first place on April 18th, which is tomorrow. Loser would play for third against Carthage. And it looks like we'll be running by chalk right now, and that 1 would play 2 and 3 would play 4 in the appropriate games. Set up inside to the right side, inside enemy territory. Oh, it's going to be a 2-meter. It was last touched by Grove City. There's a lot of hollering here at Haribo Pool. Boy, tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, hopefully. Third place, should this result hold, could be an interesting one. Because the last time Carthage and Grove City faced each other, that was back at Grove City on March 27th. The Wolverines eked out a 13-11 win. Carthage is 0-9. Right now, Grove City is 3-5. Carthage has lost 10 straight games overall, dating back to last season. Of course, Carthage, for a lot of the game, basically played a backcourt press and held the ball for most of the shot clock in its own territory. Skip shot, but a stop. And Jocelyn Bernhardt has got another timeout, and this is a moment that could make or break. 3:43 to go in regulation. It's 2 seed Wittenberg in the dark, 12. 3 seed Grove City College in the white, 7. And we'll step aside a little as well.
Hi, I'm Brad Schumacher, co-founder of Cap 7 International. Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world. It's used by the top athletes. When you have a Cap 7 ball in the pool, you can just feel the quality, you can feel the grip. It makes you just want to pick that ball up, squeeze it, and start faking like crazy. Cap 7, the best ball in the world.
Cap 7 is the premier water polo provider, specializing in all your water polo needs. Visit cap7.com to get the gear you need to take your game to the next level. Cap 7 is a proud sponsor of the CWPA network. Well, it's 12-7 right now in favor of number 2 seed Wittenberg over number 3 seed Grove City College. Wittenberg in its third season of varsity. Last season, 1-3 in conference play, I believe 5-9 overall in its inaugural varsity season, 4-7 in conference play, 8-13 overall. This would be win number 5 in a row for Wittenberg. The Tigers have never won 5 in a row. This would be a program best. Right now, also College has the longest Division III conference win streak. I believe 6 straight wins over conference opponents. Let me check that. 7 wins in a row against Division III opponents, even if it was a non-conference game. McAllister once had a 30-game win streak, which was snapped by Austin College last season. Now setting up around 6 meters, ordinary foul. 13 on the shot, 18 on the shot clock. With about 3 minutes left in the game clock, and that is definitely what you need if you need to get back in. A nice lob to the corner, 12-8. Can't even see who scored it because that was out of your picture, coming to you live. But boy, you're going to need to keep scoring if you're Grove City, because Wittenberg right now is fire on all cylinders, but you need to keep stopping if you're Grove City. And the Wolverines were 5 in the first, 1 the second, 1 the third, 1 the fourth, had the possession. Wittenberg 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 in the third, none in the fourth. Now the play by Coleman, 2 meter from the 1 for Grove City. Having a couple of those in this game. Yvonne Pardone is standing above the shot clock, wearing the white shirt, giving signals. And inside the 2, Coleman able to stop it with a pounce from her knuckles. Emma Menjivar with 4 goals, Grace McLaughlin with 3. I believe 5 other goal scorers for Wittenberg: Cordova, Heverly, Carroll, Cross, and Kettleson. There have been a couple of scorers for Grove City. 20 seconds now on the shot clock for the Wolverines in white, heading left to right. Wittenberg in dark, right to left. Both of these teams will be wearing white caps in tomorrow's placement games, circumstances permitting. Breakaway opportunity now. Here comes Cordova, but stopped at her tracks. Kelly Cordova thought she had a prime opportunity. Loose ball. Possession, Grove City. Time not on the side for Grove City right now, about a minute or so. Largest lead for Wittenberg was 5. Oh, what a lob in there. There's another step closer. Look at that. A deflection off the shoulder. And boy, maybe there is some time left. Grove City coming off a 12-11 win at Penn State Barron on March 28th. It's another close affair. Right now it looks like Wittenberg having trouble finding its accuracy. And now Grove City in a must-score situation, but gets a ball under foul. That could do it, because there's not a lot of time left, maybe less than a minute. But taken back by Grove City. Shot clock at 28, and Grove City will be on the power play, but she cannot take very long to take a shot if it wants to come back. Trailed by as many as 5, led by as many as 4. Wittenberg once trailed 5-1 in the first quarter. Wittenberg did not take its first lead till the second quarter. It led 9-6 at halftime, 12-7 after 3. It's a 2-0 Grove City run. Wittenberg could just take its time now. Touches the rope, and that will consequently result in the 6-on-5 and a goal, and that should do it, ladies and gentlemen. Wittenberg gets a goal from McLaughlin, her 4th for the game. Take a look at this. Had it set up right to her with a windmill score. Wittenberg will be playing in its first ever championship game. Grove City, though, will have to regroup and battle Carthage for 3rd place. So, it was a battle, but prevailing is Wittenberg, and for the first time in program history, Wittenberg will be playing for a championship. Final score from Kenosha, Wisconsin. The 2-seed Wittenberg Tigers in the dark 13. And the 3-seed Grove City Wolverines in dark at 9. Grove City led 5-1 early in the first quarter, but unable to sustain the momentum as Emma Menjivar and Grace McLaughlin believed to have 4 goals apiece to lead the Wittenberg Tigers. So Sivan Pardon's Tigers would take on top seed Austin College Kangaroos on Sunday, April 18th, 2021 at 1:00 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And there you see Wittenberg faithful. They are very happy, all masked. And we look forward to that matchup. But the next game up will be scheduled tomorrow, circumstances permitting, on Sunday, April 18th at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, for 4-seed and host Carthage taking on 3-seed Grove City for 3rd place. Then at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. 12 p.m. Central would be top seed Austin and 2-seed Wittenberg. One of those 2 teams will be champions for the first time. Our director of multimedia is Justin Seifert. Dan Sheridan is the commissioner. Ian Thompson is the membership coordinator. Director of communication, Ed Haas. And from all of us here from Kenosha, Wisconsin, I'm Scott Silver-Weiss. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to day 202 of the Spring 2021 Women's Division III Varsity Championship Tournament from Haribo Pool, if the circumstances permit.